In this video, we're going to show how easy it is to migrate your knowledge base from Desk to Service Cloud and then make it live in communities. The whole process only takes a few minutes, and we're going to walk through all the steps in this video. We're looking at a fresh, brand new trial org. The first step, click the app launcher at the top left and click into Desk Migration Wizard. We're going to use this tool to actually import your data into this org. Click Article Migration at the top. You may be prompted to go to Setup and then Apex Settings and check a checkbox on that screen. This eye icon gives you more information in an actual video of what steps you need to take to do this. I've already completed this step, so I'm going to click this checkbox. If you're not prompted to do this, don't worry about it. Only certain orgs will need this step completed. So now we'll click Continue at the bottom, and we're going to connect to the Desk API here. You only have to type in one thing here, and it's your Desk URL. So let's type that in now. https:// and then the URL that you use for Desk. All right, I'll click Authorize here at the right. After a little bit, it'll pop up a prompt to open a new window. We'll click Open. Now, if you're already logged in, you can just click the Accept button. I'm not logged in, so let me go ahead and log in. All right, so now I can click Yes, Grant Access. It will return me to the tool and take me to the next step. On this screen, you can click Articles on the left-hand side to start mapping your articles over. So for layout, I'm going to select Knowledge Layout. This is something you don't have to select, so feel free to leave it blank if you want. It simply makes the fields that you're mapping over visible in this layout on Service Cloud. For Migrate Topics, this is also an option. I'm going to leave it checked because I don't mind my topics coming over into Salesforce. They're created as data categories, but if you prefer not to have it, you can always uncheck this box. You'll notice on this page there are little eye icons here for more information about each of these options. So we'll scroll down and we'll map a few fields here. I'm going to map keywords, and I'm going to choose to create a new field on the fly for this data to be stored in Salesforce. I don't need all of these fields. I would like to keep my ratings though from desks so I can report on that in Salesforce, so I'll go ahead and do that as well. And I think that's about it. Translations is an option if you have multilingual enabled in both your Desk instance and also Salesforce org. I'm going to skip this step though. I don't need my translations migrated for this, so I'm going to click Start Migration Now. It gives you a warning here that explains how records are upserted within Salesforce, and upsert means update or insert. So it has this intelligent functionality there, and this just lets you know that some records that you already have may be updated as a result of this migration. So we'll click Accept and Start Migration here, and off we go. You can see it's running now. It's importing articles now. You can scroll down to see a log and attachments. All of your images that are within your articles will be uploaded as well to Salesforce. So those images that are embedded will come over as well. All right, all done. You can see a count of all the topics, articles, and attachments that were imported here. Down below, some recommended next steps, the first of which is to review the articles that were imported by clicking this link here. You can also review the logs down below to see if any attachments were too large to migrate. We'll mention that in the logs. You can review your draft articles here. And if you are having trouble seeing some of the fields that you mapped over, you can reference these resources to make sure they're visible on the page layouts. So our articles are in. We have the topics and attachments as well. So let's go ahead and set up communities to get these articles live. So the next step here is to go to the gear icon at the top right, and we'll click Service Setup. This will open a new tab. And towards the top, you'll see a recommended setup section here. There are multiple setup flows you can go through, including email setup, knowledge setup, and Lightning community setup. The one we're interested in today is the Lightning community setup. So we're going to use this multi-step wizard of sorts to create a community, to name it, to brand it, set up the topics, and also customize the contact form and then make it live. All of those actions will be done through this one setup flow. So let's hop into it. We'll scroll down and click Start at the bottom. Now it's first prompting us to set up a unique domain. So I'm just going to do example company 321. So this will make my domain across all of my communities, examplecompany321.force.com. So I'll click Next here. Next up, we're being asked to create a community, so we'll give it a name. So I'll just say example main. This will be my main community. I might have some secondary communities as well later. And for the URL, you can add a special part of the URL towards the end for this specific community, or if this is going to be your main community or perhaps your only community that you create, you can just leave this blank. So you have the option here of publishing your community, making it live after you're done with this setup flow. And I'm going to actually do that. So I'm going to check it here and click Next. All right, so now we're being asked to upload a logo image or a header image, and this is an optional step. So we'll go ahead and click Upload Files for the logo image, and we will select Upload Images. And from our desktop, we're going to click onto Logo and upload that logo that we have. All right, we'll go ahead and leave the header image alone. We won't upload one, but you have the option of doing so. And we'll click Next. Here you can actually decide which topics you want to put in this communities. So we just imported our articles, so let's actually expand this, and you can see all of your topics that came in from desk. So we'll make these live, and perhaps we'll just leave these off, but it's up to you. You can choose to have them all come over for this community. But these are the 3 that we'll bring over to our community. Let's click Next. And now you can customize the contact form. So let's put the web email prompt right under the name, and then they can type in the subject and the description. You can also add fields here and make fields required. So let's make these 3 required. Okay, next. All right, you're done. So the community is set up and ready to go. Down at the bottom, there's just some links that you can go to next. Let's actually check out our community, this bottom link here. So we'll click Let's Go. It'll open a new tab and actually take you to the builder so you can check out your new community. All right, so this is the first time that I've loaded the community builder in this org, so it's giving me a tutorial. So you can click through Continue and go through all of these steps if you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and click off of it, and you can see that here in the background we have our community all set up and ready to go. If I scroll down, I'll see the topics that came over from desk. You click into these and you can actually view the articles that were imported. So I'm ready to make this live. I have my custom logo here, which I uploaded a Salesforce logo. You can actually click onto elements here and make things, customize different components. You can also click into these options to customize your community further. So I can adjust the colors here. Let's leave that black and make this one purple. And let's go ahead and click Publish at the top right. All right, so it's published. It takes a few minutes sometimes. It will send an email, but we don't have much customization. Let's just click on Preview, and we can open it in a new tab to actually look at our communities and see what it looks like to our customers. And here's how it looks to your customers. They can search, they can view topics through this drop-down. They can also navigate with these links here. The trending articles will dynamically populate based on your most popular articles, and then there's links to contact. Again, all of this can be customized within the builder itself. For example, if you wanted to go back to the builder and remove this section, you could. And then you could also go to components and drag and drop new components into any area of the screen. So let's do, for example, trending topics. Let's just add it right back. And you can further click this icon here to customize the different settings for this component. So that's it. We went from a fresh org to an org with all of our Knowledgebase articles imported, and now through that setup flow, we have a community that is live and ready for our customers to view. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach us at support@desk.com.